believe Sporting president Varandas has renegated on a, is that the word? Renegated on a pact to let him go for 60 million euros plus 10 million euros, which Arsenal have already surpassed, but still no agreement is in place on the fee. So as much as we're crying about the 5 million, if it says we've, obviously that tells me that the way we've figured up the deal is not making sense to Sporting. But if we've given them, you want 60 plus 10 and we're running you with that, why, like, can you begrudge the club for saying, bro, you lot are taking the piss? Like, we need a striker, but you want 5 more million. Fuck that, Ollie Watkins at home. I'm not saying I want that, but yeah, man. You said this last time about Havertz, DG, and I watched you lose it when he misses goals and trip himself over. It's true. But again, I accept them for whatever. I accept him for whatever. You're right. I don't get mad at Havertz missing tap-ins. I think Havertz is an enigma, if I'm completely honest with you. Because on one hand, I don't think it's worked out, but I think it's worked out a lot better than I thought. I think he's been one of our more consistent and reliable attackers, and he's been excluding Saka, he scored the most goals apart from Saka, which tells you he's making the difference. Now, for me, I think that is nonsense, because if I am saying that about a player that's not clinical, we're not really trying to get over the line. But I can't get mad. If Madueke does the same BS he does at Chelsea, I'm going to be vexed, but it's not me anymore. You never bought yourself, people. So it is what it is, man. But you're right. I'm going to lose it. Same way when, bro, I love Bukayo Saka. We all lost it when Saka missed from two yards against PSG. The bar's been on the floor, bro. We're signing dickheads. Let's be real. Like, pardon my language. We're signing guys that are not inspiring. But just because I don't rate you, don't mean I won't give you a chance. Prove me wrong, Madueke. And listen, I am not sitting here telling you he's going to be the best thing since sliced bread, Ronaldinho, all of that stuff. I'm just saying I'm going to give the man a chance. I hope for the best. I'm not going to do the pylon thing. If I'm going to get vexed at anyone, it's Mikel Arteta. Don't know why you thought 50 big boys was great on that. Make it work, innit? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to give the man a chance. That's it. I hope he cooks. I hope he cooks. But boy, and Arteta, come on, man. You don't allow me with the Madueke stuff now, man. Don't ruin my Sunday. But anyways, their president has said, we're calm. Everything will be resolved with the closing of the market, a heavy fine, and an apology to the group. If they, in brackets, interested clubs don't want to pay their fair market value for Viktor, we are comfortable with that for the next 3 years. The length of his contract, puffing out chest. Clearly just puffing out chest. Just puffing out chest. What does that tell us? Varandas then said that recent events did not make the 27-year-old's exit from Sporting more likely, and reiterated that we'd not be pressured into a transfer. If the geniuses who are devising this strategy think that this puts pressure on me to facilitate the exit, they are not only completely wrong, but also making the player's exit even more complicated. No one is above the club's interest, whoever they may be. I mean, I hear that, people. Sammy Moltbell has said Arsenal target Viktor Gyokeres faces Arsenal Sporting disciplinary action. Him and his advisors are not idiots. You don't turn up when you're told to. I think this is the second time he's missed it. Naturally, obviously, fines and all of these things. Everything is being calculated. Sporting are calculating how they're moving for a reason. Arsenal the same. Gyokeres and his camp the same. There's nothing by chance. Nothing is a coincidence. But yeah, people. Apparently, last week, Berta had face-to-face talks with Gyokeres in Portugal. Free Gyokeres, man. Yoko, just Glock 9. Just stay calm. It's happening. My sources have told me it's happening. What source? I don't know. I'm just chatting shit, but I think it will. It's not the same. DG Saka is our boy. He don't miss that often. It's a regular thing for Havertz. He misses like 4 to 5 chances a game. It's true. But if I know that from you, how can I get vexed? Fire, I agree with you, you know. Stop the civil war. I agree with you. I'm just saying I'm going to support Donny. I have faith in Berta. He's a widely old fox. I hope so, bro. HP source. Trust. I ain't got no sources. Arsenal, don't do this to me. We need to get Gyokeres now. Like, this man has done everything for us now. We need to get him. Man said, trust me, wallahi, bro. We need to get him. It's happening. I'll delete my YouTube channel if he does it. We're getting Gyokeres. Trust me. But then there is a YouTuber who sits here and says, you know, never trust someone who says, trust me, people. But on a serious note, sources have told BBC Sport that talks are ongoing with Arsenal, who are still hopeful of striking a deal, with their most recent proposal for the 27-year-old totaling about 70 million euros, 60 million, including add-ons. Last month, they said that there's no gentleman's agreement and he wouldn't be able to leave for 70 million. It would be his release clause. So, boy, we'll have to see, man. They're puffing out a lot of chest with this guy, people. Record are reporting, pardon me, Arsenal make no progress in negotiations with Sporting over Gyokeres. At this stage, expectations remain far from optimistic. The North Londoners have yet to open new negotiations following 2 failed attempts to sign this week. But you might as well punch up the president, man. Just force him to do this, man. Henry Winter has spoken. Henry Winter, I don't really like you, you know. I know I shouldn't say this, but I don't really like you. And why I don't like you has got nothing to do with this. I don't like you. I remember once I was talking something around racism in football happened. And he made a tweet that I felt you're talking on something you don't understand. And he said something. He was along the lines of, oh, well, John Barnes told me, like, bro, sorry, does John Barnes speak for every black person? Shut up, man. But anyways, yeah, on train into King's X. What's King's X? I don't know. For TalkSport show. Should be a good week for Arsenal. Madueke and Mosquera in. Gyokeres fee virtually agreed. Just at the add-ons debate instead. You know what, Henry Winter, I take that back. You know what, I like you now because you're saying it's virtually agreed. Yeah. Plus dealing with agent's substantial cut in brackets and Arsenal being strong on that. So is the agent just trying to chop bread? Because we even heard the agent. Remember there was a rumor around like with he's got a gentleman's agreement with Sporting. If somebody bids that and Sporting don't accept it, the agent's owed some peas. I don't know what's going on. King's Cross. Why couldn't he say that? DG, I digress. Do you like the leaked blue and red away kit? I do, you know, and Arsenal's pissing me off because you get me my striker and Eze and all this, bro. I want to buy the merchandise, take my money. I want the free kits. I see the shirts. Might have to buy I wouldn't call it carnival wear, but carnival wear. I'm not going to lie, Arsenal. I'm putting a lot of work. I should be sent these things for free, bro. I shouldn't be paying for none of these kits anymore. I'm one of the most civil YouTubers as well. You know what? I might start getting onto you lot. But on a serious note, yeah. So that tells us we're being strong about agent fees. Gyokeres is obviously very keen to go to Arsenal in brackets and will need to he'll need to do a farewell letter to Sporting. Stop using these smart words. Maybe needs another word with his agent. Get the deal done. Also busy week on potential outgoings, generating income from Kivior, Nelson, Trossard, Fabio Vieira, and Zinchenko. I would love to keep Zinni, but I've always said to you, I think he's going to say, you know what, Gaffer, I want to go. I remember how good I am. I remember how good I can be when I'm playing in my position on a consistent basis. I know Magalhaes is in front of me. And again, I want to maybe Kivior's changed now because Real Madrid he's put his name into the shop window. But how far would you not reckon Kivior's in the shop window? I mean, in the pecking order for centre half. I don't think he features that highly, so I wouldn't begrudge him. And he is someone that could bring us some money. My only fear with Kivior is he's linked with a lot of Italian clubs, right? And yeah, we want to get 30, 40 million. But I just think, you know how the Italian clubs stay, oh, we're broke. We ain't got no money. Can we get a loan with an option? If it's not loan with obligation, forget all of that, people. But yeah, Trossard, I don't feel comfortable letting you go until we get, you know, random Joe blogs in. Rodrigo, I'm going to keep saying it until it's a reality. Eze, and I don't really feel comfortable about that. Zinni, you need to cut. Nelson, with a heavy heart, you need to cut. Fabio Vieira, it's been overdone. Shout to you for nutmegging Messi in the Club World Cup, though. Arsenal virtually agreed if he was Sporting for Viktor Gyokeres and are just debating the add-ons and agent commission involved in the deal. In Berto we trust. Tranquillo, don't listen to the noise, people. If this gives you any, I don't know the words, but any like comfort, people, you look in 2020. 5 years ago, people. Federico Varandas informed Bruno Fernandes last night that Sporting would not accept Man United's current offer. Fernandes' response was that of anger, saying, you cut my legs off in the summer and I waited until Jan. Now, where did he end up? So clearly this guy lacks to do all of this nonsense, people. The club sources have revealed that Arsenal's camp and Viktor Gyokeres' camp have not been affected by Varandas' comments yesterday, with the Gunners expecting it to happen and talks continue. Exactly. Let him chat, boy. Some boy chat too much. We're going to get this done, man. I know you're not going to do this to me. You're not going to do this to Gyokeres. I can't lie. I won't forgive you, Arsenal, if you do this to Gyokeres. He's done too much. Even if it doesn't work and you're a flop, God forbid, you got a supporter in me, man. You've done too much to make this move happen. Again, we have dreamed of a striker. This man is what we need. If he will do all of this to get moved to us and he speaks like this, what the hell do you think he will do to score goals, people? On if he's one of the best strikers in the world, I'm definitely one of them. It's difficult to rank me, but I'm at the same table as them. What I've managed to do at Sporting, I'm convinced I can do anywhere. You haven't seen the best of Gyokeres yet. I mean, Sterling said something similar, but you get the point. Abel Javier, didn't you used to be a baller? I ain't making this up. I'm only 30. You used to play for Middlesbrough. There's something stronger than the 5 million difference in Gyokeres' valuation that makes the situation in this state. What I've achieved at Sporting, I'm convinced I can achieve anywhere. You haven't seen the best of Gyokeres yet, and then look. Yeah, but Sterling was an idiot. Big up Sterling, though, but it weren't the same. Sporting wants 70 million euros guaranteed with no add-ons for Gyokeres. Arsenal's stance is to offer 65 million with potential performance-related add-ons of 5 million plus 10 million, taking the overall value of the package to 80 million euros. Perry Grove, ex-Arsenal, and said, my sources tell me, and I'm not making this up, Gyokeres was a Gooner as a little kid. He's always supported Arsenal, and it's been well documented that he wants to come to us. Come on. Freddie, chat to your boy, man. He's failed to report to training. He's targeting the move. He has no intention of joining their preseason preparations, and Sporting are playing hardball. Next week, we're signing you, man. Liverpool apparently want Rodrigo, the latest club to register interest. Everybody's crying about Nwaneri. Understand Arsenal have made progress in recent days for Ethan Nwaneri's new deal. The club has presented vision/project for Nwaneri in upcoming years, including discussions on game time. Arsenal hope to get green light on new contracts soon. I can't understand Arabic. One day I will. Carl Hein is drawing interest from Sevilla. They want him on loan with an option to buy. I hear that, but they did that with Lokonga. We need permanent peace for you. You need to cut. Noni Madueke, as we know, is currently in England. People returning from America, putting the final touches on his move from Chelsea to Arsenal. We did hear the Athletic say that we liked Lookman, but we reckoned he was too expensive or didn't want to, deal with Atalanta for their asking price. It's neither here nor there, just a bit of conversation for us. Atalanta would be willing to negotiate the sale of Ademola Lookman for less than 50 million euros. Would that have been better? Okay, hindsight can change things. Would you have felt more comfortable with going for Ademola Lookman than Madueke? Smash the like button and subscribe. Again, 48 million plus 4 million in add-ons is what Sky Sports is saying is the final fee for Mandukes. Arsenal remain interested in Rodrigo despite them finalising a deal for Madueke. I'll believe that when I see it. So, yeah, man, we're moving close. Kivior could leave Arsenal this summer. Bayern Munich apparently are interested in Leandro Trossard, and he's one of the candidates if the club cannot sign Luis Diaz. I hear it. It's an easier operation than obviously Martinelli. Big up Louis Cooply as well, people, for that new deal. Big up Santi for his new contract at Oviedo. To be fair, we could do with you for a year. You are going to change our lives. I will hold my licks. Even if Zubamendi has a struggling period at Arsenal and they start calling him Zubamendi, I might lose battles, people. But I promise you I'll win this war. This man is going to change our lives. You lot have no idea how good Zubamendi is going to be for us. This is the only level-raising signing we have right now. Hold me to it. I'm either not so deluded or I am deluded. I really do this. This is an Arsenal midfielder, literally, of course. But you get the point, man. I'm actually very excited about you, Zubamendi. They don't know. They have no clue what you're going to do for us. So, yeah, Madueke, people, has left Maresca's Chelsea side imminently. He's obviously travelled. He's set to do his medical stuff at this moment in time. Apparently, his medical is set for Tuesday. And he will follow Kepa, Martin, Zubamendi, Norgard. We hope Mosquera, who some say we will complete a move for him this week. Henry Winter has said that. I hope so. Hurry up and make the move, man, before we don't want you no more. Two Premier League clubs are interested in signing Rodrigo, but Real Madrid have placed a club record price tag on the player. Apparently, he's available for transfer this summer after falling down the pecking order at Madrid and failing to impress. I forgot his name now. Xabi Alonso. People, we know it's going to cost bread. Apparently, they're demanding 120 to 130 million. Fair enough, and he will demand a net salary of 12 million euros. So that's about 10 million quid. I wish I could have a salary like that. I'm saying it like it's £10, mate. He means King's Cross Station. What kind of gentrified nonsense is that from Henry Winter? I've never seen someone say King's X. Just say King's Cross, bro. We're actually a very good team in the champs. I had Madueke in my fantasy team started last season. So you saw a hat-trick and got horny. They don't know how good Zubamendi has allowed them. They're going to be here next summer talking about who they scouted, though. Bro, Zubamendi's changing our lives. Super media is crazy. I'm not going to lie, Zubamendi is a great slander name. And I'm going to say this on record as well, completely off topic, yeah? I'm not slandering Chelsea players anymore. I saw a tweet and it's true. We should stop slandering Chelsea players because we end up signing them. There's a couple players I used to diss and we actually ended up signing them. I used to diss Danny Welbeck, who ironically I think would be a good signing for us right now and help us. I used to diss Danny Welbeck, and God forgive me, I'm not perfect. I remember when he was doing his medical because it was England duty and England were training at London Coley. I was praying to God that the medical failed. There's something wrong, whatever. Sorry, Danny Welbeck. I've got to be honest. He was players. There's certain players at clubs. They're easy targets. I got at him. I used to call Raheem Sterling Shelly Ann Fraser, and then we signed him. I used to get out. If I show you lot my WhatsApp group, like, you lot would think I'm shameless even saying back Madueke. I used to draw him out. Kai Havertz, I used to draw you out. Kepa, I used to draw you out. I didn't draw out Norgard, but I kind of hated you, Norgard, for the Martinelli tackle, but always forgiven now. So I am not dissing their players anymore. In fact, let's put something into the air. Caicedo's rubbish. Cole Palmer's rubbish. Estavio's rubbish. Please don't sign him, Arsenal. Please. Now, Welbeck was calm. I can't buy him anymore. Lookman's salary versus Madueke's difference. Forget the sign-on fee. Fair play, fair play. I must admit, though, I could be wrong, and I'll hold my hands up. I think it's naive if anyone thinks Madueke is on 50 grand. He might not be on 100, but really? You think he's wait? Do we really think going from Chelsea and one big club in this Premier League to another in Arsenal, he's staying on 50? He might be on 55, 60, 70, 80, maybe even 100. Nelson's on that. If your agent's decent. Bro, I'm 23. You want me to sign a 5-year deal? Give me some bread, bro. Honesty is the best policy. So I'm not buying Chelsea players no more because we end up getting them. Probably 50k with hefty bonuses. I think the base salary's got to be, well, again, no two situations are different. But Chelsea didn't try to force him out. It weren't a thing where Sterling, they were saying, yo, you're going to be doing 23s. Madueke was one where they're saying, okay, we've brought in Gittins. Pedro Neto's better than you. With João Pedro's coming. We're trying to do other things. We want to sell. You can help us make some bread. Arsenal are replying nitties from us. Go over there, innit? So I don't think he was forced out. I don't think it's a I hope it is. I hope you're on the same wages. Not that I should care about our wage structure because I ain't seeing a penny. Arsenal employ me, but you get the point. I don't think it's 50 grand. Put yourself in his shoes. Are you gonna join Arsenal for 50 grand? That's an idiot thing to me. Welbeck won me over. He did win me over, and I hope Madueke can win me over. I was sad to see Welbeck go. Unpopular opinion, and this is gonna sound mad and probably tells you why we need to get our act together. At this moment in time, Madueke, Martinelli, Trossard, if we assume Danny Welbeck was here, I think I'm playing Danny Welbeck off the left. I think he's a better, more consistent option. You ever thought that Arsenal have a different knock, DG? We do have a different knock, but we're knocking for some dickhead players. You watch football? No, I don't. What do you mean? That's my point. Oh, that's in the chat. Any more on Gyokeres? Nah, that seems to be it, Jenna. Madueke is playing for Arsenal. Don't forget, for him, that's a game changer. He'll prove himself. I just hope new environment and he buys into stuff because I need you to buy into stuff. I need you to want to improve. The major and only improvement I care about just by looking at you, Madueke, is goals and assists. Because it's another player on paper. You do good things, you get into good areas, but goals and assists. That's what's going to make you 23 now. You're not a little boy no more. You know, you've had some good moments, you've had some bad moments. It's not growing up, but it's now time to realize that. And I'm making this into a video, yeah. I'm making this into a video because I'm going to do a tactical video about Madueke. I was actually up doing the first part of it till 5 a.m. this morning, people. So smash the like button. That's the work you don't see. And I will include a segment about this, but you don't know I'm a Wenger baby. I hope this is the same thing. Remember when Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain obviously ain't got no relevance to Arsenal Football Club, but 23 is not young anymore. And I think Wenger spoke about this, people. He's not young anymore. Where is it? Yeah. Just forget the fact that this is about Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and just think of equate it to Madueke or anyone else around them ages there. He's now 23. And at 23, you become a football player who is the finished article. Before 23, you learn your job. At 23, you become more consistent. You know what's expected of you. You know how to deal with the pressure, with the situation, with the competition inside the squad. What are we saying with that? And I don't think this part's relevant, but it might, again, if you forget the fact that this is about Arsene Wenger speaking on Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and just food for thought with Madueke, but he's so talented, so young, in the national team, so young, people forget he's still a young player. I think he has added some belief to his finishing. Now we have to hope that whenever he has the ball, something can happen. He's powerful, but he also finishes very well. He's added that to his game. That's certainly linked with confidence, hard work in training, and he looks to be following Walcott in the same way. I hope that, especially with the training thing, because just by doing some research, Maresca's been very critical of your consistency, leaving you out of matchday squads and your application in training. I would say just by doing some research on the whole Chelsea stuff with Madueke, it seemed like that was more prevalent with